Hello and welcome to Walker High School. Chris Ledoux along with Dan Murphy, and we appreciate you tuning in to tonight's contest between the Walker Wildcats and the visiting Saint Amant Gators. Wildcats come in with an overall record of 5-3, and Saint Amant has an overall record of 3-5. And Dan, last district home game right here at Wildcat Stadium.
Yeah, and a big one really for both teams. Both team Walker is within playoff range right now, and Saint Amant is right there as well. So, the winner of this game the loser of this game may be out, and the winner is probably going to be in. So, big game for both teams.
Well, as we mentioned, Walker overall 5-3 in district. They are 1-2, and Saint Amant is 3-5 overall and 0-3 in district. So the Gators have not won a district game yet. It's senior night here at Wildcat Stadium as we are honoring the seniors on the football team as well as some of the other support groups, if you will, on the field. And it's also Mad Teacher Night, and the teachers are not mad. The MAD stands for Made a Difference. So the senior football players all selected their one teacher that made a difference in their life, and I was actually honored to be selected by one of the guys, and I appreciate it. Nathaniel Melendez chose me as his math teacher, who I taught him a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I think the teachers absolutely love that because look, we all know, and I'm going to say, because I'm not a teacher, teachers are severely underpaid, and to get the recognition like that is worth a lot of money in your heart.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, yes, indeed. That's why we do this, for the kids, and it just really brings an honor to me that I was chosen. So I appreciate that, and I know I feel the same way all the teachers feel the way they got chosen, and it's quite an honor to get chosen as the Mad Teacher Made a Difference. But it's football time, and so the winner of this game will improve in district, and we have one game left in the final game of the year. Wildcats will play Denham Springs. Of course, that game's still up in the air. Speaking to Coach Matthew Edwards earlier today, said the game probably will be a live oak, but it's still not officially in stone. But they said they're supposed to make an official announcement or official determination Tuesday. So what have you heard, Dan?
That is exactly what I talked to Coach Sanchez, the athletic director. Same thing he told me is they have to make a decision by Tuesday, and it's either going to be at Denham. I know the fire marshals were out there yesterday at Denham, kind of inspecting everything. So, from what I haven't been out there, but I believe that the visiting stands are still not complete. As of right now, if they had to decide right now, it would probably be a live oak, but we'll see what happens Tuesday.
I remember whenever the new Walker High School was being built here, and they had different phases, being the main building, the gym, and the ROTC building, all the different things happening. It was the fire marshal. The last step was the fire marshal to say, yes, you can get in the gym, and the boys went there and practiced because they didn't want the boys basketball team to play in the brand new gym and it being an away game for both of them or at neutral site since they haven't practiced in it before.
Fire marshal always gets the last word. Look, been through a lot of restaurant openings, and you have to, the last one you're waiting restaurant, you're waiting for the Department of Health and the fire marshal. Everybody else, they're just waiting for the fire marshal. So, I don't know what happened the other day with the fire marshal, and he obviously can't give a CO if there's well, I guess they could. They don't need to have visiting stands. He's just making sure everything else is ready to go.
Have you ever been to a game at Country Day in Metairie?
I have not, but I know, people put chairs around.
Right.
When I reffed in the Tampa area, I called it a school called Carrollwood Day School, and the same thing. It's a beautiful setting, but the fans can only sit on one side, and there's a lake. The teams are on the other side. There's a lake right behind them, literally right behind them. And I'm reffing a game out there, and all of a sudden I noticed somebody standing on the sidelines on the cell phone the whole time, and when I ran past him, it happened to be John Gruden.
Really?
His son was on the team. Yeah.
Oh, great story there. Yep. Yeah, Country Day and a school in New Orleans, they played their games at 3 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock because there's no lights. There's no stands. Everybody just comes out of the neighborhood, brings their lawn chairs, and just sits around the field and watches the game. It's a cool experience.
And you would think as much as it costs to go to school there, they can afford stands because it is one of the most expensive schools in the state.
Plenty of room here at Wildcat Stadium as the Gators on the far side have a good crowd here and a great crowd here on the home side. If you are anywhere within the sound of my voice in Walker, Louisiana, come on out to the stadiam. It's a beautiful night for football, and just come on out and support the Wildcats here. It's a senior night and the last home game. An outside chance that we could host the game. If we win this and win against Denham, and then a lot of pieces fall into place. In the past, it was the top 16 teams got a home team. Walker currently seated number 22. So what would have to happen for the Wildcats to host the game in the playoffs, Dan?
I believe the top four are getting a bye. So at that point, the next, I guess, 5 through 5. I just did this earlier today, and I got it right. So I believe 5 through 12 would be at home, or 5 through 11. So it's doubtful that they're going to get a home game. It's really doubtful.
But the Wildcats are looking good. If we do win this game, we'll most probably be in the playoffs, and then maybe an away game. We'll have to see how things unfold, and then it'll also be interesting who gets those buys, those 4 buys. Normally, in the past, it was the top 32 teams, and everybody played in the first round with the select and non-select reclassification by the LHSAA. This year, we have 43 teams in Division I, and that's non-select. And out of the 43 teams, only the top 28 will get into the playoffs.
And I've made it very clear in the past how I feel about LHSA and playoffs, and these will be the worst playoffs in the history of LHSA. They're going to be terrible. They are even more watered down than they were before. So I think in the first round you're going to have just monumental just drubbings, and it's not fair to the kids. They've got to fix the system, and hopefully they don't think this is fixed, and I hope there's something else down the road. But it is not going to be a good first round of playoffs. It's not. It's going to be the worst ever.
Speaking of playoffs and the district standings, District 5A, it is Dutchtown leading the way with a perfect 3-0 record, 5-2 overall. East Ascension is also tied for that district lead at 3-0. They are 4-4 overall. Denham Springs with an overall record of 2-1 in district, 6-2 overall. Walker 1-2 in district, 5-3 overall. Live Oak 0-3 in district, 3-5 overall, and Saint Amant 0-3 in district, 3-5 overall as well. So right now the district standings.
Actually, that wasn't updated from last night.
So what happened last night?
Well, Denham Springs came back from 17-0, 9 minutes left to go in the game to beat Dutchtown. So
that gets super interesting then.
So Denham's
so Dutchtown now 3-1,
yep.
And Denham also 3-1.
Yes.
And East Ascension still 3-0. So we'll have to see how the rest of the games play out. All right. Thank you for keeping us up to date on what happened last night in that game in District 5A. Very interesting game last week as the Wildcats beat the Live Oak Eagles, and that was 33-14. And Coach Mahaffey, it is unbelievable the coaching job he has done and the tricks he continues to pull out of his hat. We had a brand new quarterback last week, and who has never played at all as far as this season goes, and had a great game last week.
Yeah, last week Troy Silva was 12 of 20 for 170 yards and 2 touchdowns. And when he got back there, you and I both looked at each other and like, who is this and where did he come from? I mean, he's a big, strong kid, got a big arm, he can move, and he's a sophomore.
And he's a sophomore, that's right. When it was kind of unique, him coming in, he has a non-quarterback traditional number and wearing number 48. So when he comes out there, looks like a linebacker wearing number 48, but 48 is a legal number for quarterback.
It is, and the last time a quarterback that I know of didn't wear anything under number 20 was Doug Flutie, and then before that, way back, John Hadel. I don't know if I'm missing any other ones, but there hasn't been a whole lot.
Doug Flutie was 22?
He was.
Of course, Doug Flutie, the Heisman Trophy winner from Boston College, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the last person to successfully make a drop kick in the NFL when he played for the New England Patriots. So that is still legal, and you never know what you'll see in each game. So the Wildcats, the 4 quarterbacks we have used in the past, Landon Wagasback, one of them was as an overall completion percentage of 5 completions out of 12 attempts for 68 yards and 1 touchdown. Hayden Price, the normal quarterback for the Wildcats, 58 completions out of 92 attempts for 685 yards, 8 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions. Warren Young Jr., who also plays in there a lot to get a little bit of reps here and there. He is 6 out of 8 for 148 yards and 2 touchdowns. And, of course, we talked about Troy Silv, 12 out of 20 for 170 yards and 2 touchdowns. So the captains for the Wildcats at this time, we have number 58, and that's Mason Ball. Number 69 is going to be David Kirby. And number 60 out there as well, that's going to be Caden Patterson. So we'll go through the formalities of getting the coin toss and see who will have the ball first. So the white hat will go to the Walker side.
Yeah, Coach Mahaffey's been taking the ball, not going on defense. He does again.
So Walker won the toss, and they will receive the ball. They will have their backs to Burgess Avenue, and the Saint Amant Gators will kick off, and they will have their backs to Florida Boulevard or the new stadium where the big Jumbotron is located as well. We'll now have the presentation of the colors by the Walker High School NJROTC under the direction of Lieutenant Colonel Tubbs and Gunnery Sergeant Andre Sylvester. The Walker High School Band of Legacy will perform the Star Spangled Banner under the direction of Mr. Jeff Sigmund and Mr. Eddie Hurst.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this beautiful night. Lord, we thank you for these two teams who are gathering together. Lord, we ask for your provision of safety for everyone present today. I ask God that we'll honor you in everything we do. Lord, may our attitudes respect our coaches, our teams, our spectators, our officials, and anyone who's involved in this competition tonight. May you be glorified, and Lord, let us have a great time fellowship with each other. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Great job there by the Walker High School Band of Legacy under the direction of Mr. Jeff Sigmund and Mr. Eddie Hurst.
I spoke to Jeff Sigmund a couple times this afternoon. They played a game tonight, and they're going to a band competition all day tomorrow.
Right, at Dutchtown High School.
It was supposed to be someplace else because we're feeding them tomorrow, so it got changed, and he called me this afternoon, so they're gonna have some good Papa John's pizza tomorrow at Dutchtown, and I'm glad we can make that happen for Mr. Sigmund. Those band kids eat a lot of pizza, I can tell you that.
There you go.
They eat a lot of pizza.
Got to keep them fueled up for the marching contest.
When he called me, he was trying to figure out when to, what time we can feed them. And he said, I said, can you just feed them here before you leave? He says, well, no, that's going to be like 2 o'clock, and they're not going to be back here till 8 o'clock, and they're going to start getting hangry around 5, so we better feed them around 5. I said, okay.
We're getting ready to kick things off here as we approach 7 o'clock here at Wildcat Stadium. And And it is 7 o'clock here at Wildcat Stadium, and we are ready to kick this one off. Chris Ledoux along with Dan Murphy here, the Saint Amant Gators taking on the Walker Wildcats. This is a District 5-5A contest, and we are ready to get this one started. Kicking on will be Baxton Tribo. And here is the kick. Puts a foot into it, and it'll go out of bounds at about the 3-yard line. The flags fly in the air, so the Wildcats will take over. First down and 10, and they'll mark it at the 35.
Yeah, but he could have him re-kick if he want to.
They're going to set up the down markers at the Walker 35-yard line.
Yeah, you know what? It's not a bad idea to make him re-kick, because you're going to make that kickoff team run all the way down there again. You know, it's always a good choice, but he's going to take it to 35. And with those return guys back there, you really want the ball in their hands.
Troy Silv will be the starting quarterback for the Wildcats, a new running back, if you will. Caden Jones, number 31, will be the starting tailback for the Wildcats here tonight.
They looked really good last week. He really did.
First down and 10 now. Silv in the shotgun. And he will roll to his left, look up the field, and turn up the field and make positive yardage there. Good job by this offensive line, and good positive yardage. Gain of about 8 on the play.
Yeah, I like the cut up, but I thought if he went outside, I thought he had a lot of yards out wide. They just decided to get the sure thing up the middle. There was nobody outside.
They'll mark him down at the 42-yard line. Second down and 3 now for the Wildcats. Silv looks, throws, complete to Warren Young Jr. on the near side, and he is brought down out of bounds, but it is enough for a Wildcat first down. On the stop for the Gators will be Anthony Saljarula.
Something to look forward to is, or going forward is, they're playing man-to-man. If they're going to play man-to-man the whole game, it might be a long day for Saint Amant secretary. Look like they're zoning now. They just get playing safeties over the top.
Silv with the handoff, and brought down right at the line of scrimmage will be Jones. Let's see what they mark him. They're going to has a loss of 2 on the play.
I'm not sure why he stopped the clock. I think he's still running. Whitehead stopped the clock. I'm not sure why.
Coming out of the game for the Wildcats is Christopher Cornell.
The helmet came off.
Cornelius, here is a quick snap, and it's going to be a pass, swing pass out to the right side. Nothing doing there.
That's a setup right there for a play later in the game. That was really close to a backwards pass, so that's a setup for later right there.
Pass was complete to Keetrick. Third down and 13 now for the Wildcats.
You got the middle of the field open here.
Still pump fakes, turns, spins, and it's going to be complete to Warren Young, and he'll be brought down inside Gator territory at about the 48-yard line.
That was a terrible spot. Absolutely awful spot. The forward progress was at least at the 45-yard line. I want to see this again on replay. Yeah, the forward progress was at the 45-yard line, and he marked it 2 yards back.
Fourth down and 4 now. Wildcats will be going for it, and here is a snap and a handoff, and Jones dances around, gets enough for the first down, brought down at the 40-yard line. First down, Wildcats. And if we're ready back at the studio with the starting lineups, let's get to that right now with the Walker Wildcats.
Number 48, Troy Silv. Number 31, Caden Jones. Number 71, Bradley Pickering. Number 58, Mason Ball. Number 69, David Kirby. Number 72, Christopher Cornelius. Number 62, Braden Pates. Number 26, Aiden Brumfield. Number 12, Austin Workman. And number 3, Jamari Evans.
And that's the starting lineup for the Wildcats tonight. We appreciate Coach George Tomplay for giving us the starting lineups, and also the guys and girls back at the studio for putting that together. This game brought to you by the Walker High School Digital Media class. Here's a big handoff to C.J. McClendon this time. New running back in the game for the Wildcats. C.J. Getting a lot of carries as well. And C.J. 122 attempts, 619 yards, and 6 total touchdowns.
Yeah, CJ's pace. CJ is great in the fourth quarter when you're just beating the defense, and then you got to try to tackle, a Volkswagen.
Oh, here's a little flea flicker. Pass
open.
back to Silv. He's got a man open on the far side, and it's going to be complete to Ja'Cory Thomas, and it will be a 30-yard touchdown catch. Thomas.
You knew the trick play was coming. You just didn't know when. Every game.
So the flea flicker happens for the Wildcats. Work to perfection there. And Ja'Cory Thomas did not start this game, but in there, and I'll tell you what, the Wildcats sold it very well. Made it look just like a run. And
Ja'Cory Thomas was set to came across the line of scrimmage, and nobody just went out on a little wheel route and nobody covered.
Will be Allen in the do the extra point. Now Allen, a junior. Allen comes in, made 5 extra points, missed 3.
They're getting ready. If they jump again, they're going to go for 2.
Here's the snap. The kick is up. And it's good. So with 8:28 to play in the first quarter, you score Wildcats 7, Gators 1. We'll take a break. You're watching Wildcat football on WPRZ.
I'm Aaron Ellis. Welcome to Wildcat Stadium in Walker, America.
After graduating from Walker High, I served in the Navy, then attended LSU on the GI Bill. I've been fortunate to be able to serve our community in many ways over the years.
I want to continue to serve by helping you solve your problems.
Aaron Ellis, from Livingston Parish, for Livingston Parish.
In life, there are some things that just go together, like a burger and fries, peanut butter and jelly, bacon and eggs, and home and auto insurance from State Farm. State Farm's local agents are here to find the right insurance plan that pairs perfectly with you.
I'm Byron Gill, and we're proud supporters of the Walker community. Go Wildcats!
Call Byron Gill to get a quote today.
This game is brought to you by Wildcat Productions. You're watching Walker High School football.
Rafferty on the return for the Gators. He gets down to the 17-yard line. First down and 10 for the Gators. First play for the Gators, first down and 10, pass to the left side is going to be incomplete. Your starting quarterback tonight will be number 11, Colby Sheets. Quarterback, 6'1", 182 pounds.
And Saint Amant so far this year is about 2-to-1 run to pass. So the Walker is to run right.
10 now. Handoff this time to number 7, Josh Morse. And we're going to go to the defensive starters right now. We have that ready in the studio. All right, we'll get to it. Third down and 8 now for the Gators. It is Sheets in at quarterback, looks down the field, throws, nice looking pass there. It's going to be incomplete. Intended receiver getting up in the air. Cole got up high in the air. It'll bring up a 4th down in the punting situation for the Gators.
Would have been a tough play, but the pass was very high, but still would have been a tough play.
We'll get to those defensive starters next time the Wildcats are on defense, as the Gators are about to punt here. 4th down and about 8 here. Back deep for the Gators to punt will be Easton Jarrow.
Giving this punter a lot of respect here. I think she's got a college leg.
Kedrick Brown stands at his own 45-yard line. Ball bounces at the 49-yard line of the Gators. And it'll be brought down at the 48, fielded cleanly by Duplessis. First down and 10 for the Wildcats as they took over in Saint Amant territory.
Kedrick Brown coming up onto the sidelines. The coaches were telling him when balls hit short like that, you have to yell, get away, get away, get away, because he didn't motion at all, and the Walker players were just kind of running.
Next game for the Gators will be taking on the Live Oak Eagles, and that game will be at Saint Amant. Next game for the Wildcats will be taking on Denham Springs. That location still to be determined. Final determination will be made Tuesday. First down and 10 now for the Wildcats. As the Gators are making adjustments here. Troy Silv looks to throw, dancing around, steps up in the pocket, and he will be brought down at about the 48-yard line of the Wildcats. Look like it'll be a loss of 4.
Looked like he had some indecision. He had some receivers open, but it just looked like a little indecision there. A young quarterback. He's only going to get better.
Thomas Leonard on the stop for the Gators. Second down and 14. Silv looks, screen pass set up well. Ja'Cory Thomas on the reception, dances around, and he will be brought down at the Gator 45-yard line.
Looks as though he might have tripped over his own player. Let's see a replay. No, he just tripped over his own 2 feet.
Third down now for the Wildcats. Silv will try the left side, and he'll be brought down inbounds. Stopped this time by Paul.
Gonna go for it here. I'd run a little wide receiver screen again.
So this will be the second time the Wildcats go for it on fourth down. Of course, they were successful on the first drive and went down to make a touchdown after they started the drive at their own 35-yard line after the kickoff went out of bounds. Warren Young makes his way to the right side. Austin Workman will go in motion to the right side as well. Silv calls for the snap, rolls to his right, looks downfield, throws, and it's going to be complete. Another first down for the Wildcats, and that is going to be Ja'Cory Thomas on the reception again.
I'm not sure what the defensive backs were doing. I mean, they're giving them 7 yards cushion on 4th and 5. I mean, I think you or I could have made that throw. I'm pretty sure.
First down and 10 now for the Wildcats. McClendon on the handoff right up the middle, and a good job of pushing the line of scrimmage forward by this offensive line by the Wildcats. Mason Ball, Christopher Cornelius, Bradley Pickering, David Kirby, and Braden Pates.
Just get a good heavy dose of CJ up the middle and just wear you out as defensive line.
Silv looks to the middle, and the incomplete had Austin Workman wide open. Not a Gator in sight for 20 yards around him and just off the fingertips.
You know, he's probably back to pass, and he says, he's like, oh my, there's nobody around him. Let me just throw it in there and just, man, Warren Young's got man-to-man out here.
Third down and 7 now for the Wildcats. Hand off to McClendon again, and big stop this time. Number 9 coming in, Humphrey, making a stop for the Gators.
He can break through the line on any of these. There's no, because they're playing man-to-man on the receivers.
Bryson Humphrey, a senior inside linebacker for the Gators. Coming out of the game will be Jamari Evans. Braden Sylvester in.
So they're rolling a safety over here, up over the top.
Fourth down again for the Wildcats. Fourth down and 8.
Yeah, they're rolling a safety up, but look at that safety. I don't know if we have heights for their players, but he's not very tall. Look at him wide open on the post.
So, and he will be brought down. Big sack this time coming in. Damon Smith on the sack, and the Wildcats will give it up on downs.
Yeah, that wasn't Silv's fault. There was no blocking. He just came right up the middle. Oh, that little blitz, outside blitz.
First down and 10 for the Gators at their own 44-yard line. We have a new quarterback in for the Gators. This time it's going to be number 10, Chase Kelly. So the Gators changing quarterbacks, and we will now go to the starting lineup for the defense if we're ready back in the studio.
Number 41, Dante Flowers. Number 46, Austin Lockhart. Number 25, Evan King. Number 37, Connor Watts. Number 7, TJ Silvio. Number 39, Preston Hill. Number 83, Carleon Joseph. Number 20, Jaden Bardalis. Number 2, Kedrick Brown. Number 5, Carson Rocker.
Big interception there by Jaden Bardalis for the Wildcats. The ball was tipped, and the Wildcats will take over first down and 10 after the interception.
It was great safety play. You know, he did exactly. He was rolling up over the top, and I don't know who that was. That Ja'Cory Thomas back there who got was that Kedrick Brown that got their hands on the ball. I don't know why they're trying to go deep against the basketball players. That's tough. They're gonna have to go underneath against these guys.
So 3:55 to play in the first quarter. The Wildcats lead this 7-0. They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 49-yard line. So Wildcats are really having their way with the Gators as far as time of possession here, really staying on the field a very long time. It'll be an end around to Ja'Cory Thomas, and he will be brought down after a gain of about 5 on the play.
It was a jet sweep. Another way to get your athletes the ball. Run them on a jet sweep. They got a running head start to try to hit that corner. But look, 4 yards. You get 4 yards every play, you win the game.
Jamari Evans checks in for the Wildcats. Silv looks, throws, complete to Warren Young on the near side of the field. And great job. Just came up there, run a little out route, and hit him right in stride. Great job by Silv and Young on that play.
And that pass is there all day because they don't want to get burned long. That little 10-yard out is going to be there the whole game. Look at this formation.
They'll go a diamond 4 to the right. Silv gets the one-on-one and makes a move to Ja'Cory Thomas and just slips after he catches the ball at the 32-yard line, and he wishes he had that back.
Yeah, I think the 32-yard line got up, jumped up and grabbed him there.
But he made the catch, and that's the most important part, right?
And the formation was just to get one-on-one over in the side, and which they did. So
Silv hands off to McClendon. He'll try right up the middle. And a good job by this offensive line. Once again, moving the pile. And the Wildcats will have enough for a first down as they will mark them down at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, I know Saint Amant, they have a turnover on downs, but the total yards are totally lopsided right now. But you're only up 7-0.
First down and 10 as the Wildcats will look to the sideline for the play to be signaled in.
The middle of the field is open.
Silv, Warren Young, and a little bit of a hand fighting there with Young with Paul, and it seems like that hand fighting may have slowed Warren Young down or took him out of his rhythm or the time he had with Silv, and it was incomplete.
Yeah, the hand fighting was fine, but the middle of the field is so open. If Warren Young just takes that cut right to the inside, it's a touchdown because there was no one there.
So Coach Mahaffey liking the setup with the wide receivers and the corners here for the Gators. This time a handoff to Jones as the Wildcats continue to rotate in running backs between Jones and McClendon.
So you don't have to pick it all up here because I was, with this inside the 30, they're going to go for it no matter what. So you want to get at least half here.
Peyton Anderson checks out for the Gators. Third down and 10. Wildcats setting up with 5 wide receivers. Go ahead, Dan.
Nobody knows where to line up here.
Troy will try the right side, turns it upfield as he finds a hole, crosses the 20-yard line. He'll be brought down right at the 19. I'm not sure if he has enough for a first down. It'll bring up a very interesting 4th down and short.
I think he's a little short, but has a great design. Spread the field out with your wide receivers. Get the linebackers out the middle, because somebody's got to go out and cover those receivers, and then just quarterback draw out the middle.
4th down and less than a yard now for the Wildcats.
Well, if he faced this option right here, yeah. Man,
and he's going to be met in the backfield and brought down, and there will be a loss of 2 on the play, and the Wildcats will give it up on downs again.
Yeah, he actually should have given it that time, and running back had maybe a touchdown.
On the old 22-yard line, first down 10, Saint Amant.
So they'll mark him first down and 10 at the Saint Amant Gator 22-yard line. And it seemed like, I'm with you, Dan, it could have been just a quick quarterback handoff and straight up the middle and start pushing the pile.
Or if you're going to run a quarterback like that, you just take the snap and run straight ahead.
First down and 10 for the Gators now. And they'll go back to the original starting quarterback, Colby Sheets. And Sheets comes in 2 out of 5 for 35 yards and 1 interception. No touchdowns on the year. 2nd down and 6 now. Give to the tailback. This time will be number 7, Morris. Morris comes in with 140 attempts, 648 yards, averaging 4.6 yards per carry, 7 touchdowns.
They can run out the clock here in the first quarter if they choose to. Looks like that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, the game clock is at 10 now, and the play clock is at 15, so we have to see how this plays out. And they do get a playoff. Pass going to be complete to the left side and brought down at about the 39-yard line, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Your score, Wildcats 7 and Gators nothing. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with more Wildcat football on WBRZ.
Football fans, turn your attention to the 20-yard line on the whole side of the stadium.
Carlisle's in Corbin, nominated for Best of 225, is Walker's newest vintage and gift store. Our team of vendors want to invite you to come on in and browse the wide variety of inventory. The abundance of home decor, timeless treasures, and vintage furniture at Carlisle's will make furnishing a new home or redecorating your current home easy and affordable. Take the quick drive to 31010 North Corbin Road. Carlisle's on Corbin, the shop that has it all.
Can you just ask someone?
I don't think they have the cut I need.
Could you please cut a 2-inch rib off for him?
Absolutely, we're here for you.
Just ask. Hey, do y'all make custom sandwich trays? I have a baby shower I need to go to.
Absolutely, we're here for you.
I guess I could just ask.
Hey, do you have gluten-free flour?
Yes, ma'am, we do. We're here for you.
At Carter's, we're here for you, because not everyone's needs can be found right off the shelf. All you have to do is ask.
You're watching Walker High School football only on WBRZ.
Welcome back to Walker High School. Chris Ledoux along with Dan Murphy. And we have now switched sides. The Gators now have their back to Burgess Avenue, and the Wildcats have their backs to Florida Boulevard. 2nd down and 1 now for the Gators.
Kind of a free play here.
Here is going to be a handoff right down the line of scrimmage, and they're going to say no gain on it.
Yeah, you know, a 2nd and 1, you got to take a deep shot. It's a free play. I mean, you're going to have 3rd and 1 if you miss it, but you got to take a shot.
You got to keep it for a minute.
Third down and short now.
A bunch of characters up in the press box here.
Here is the snap. Handoff. There'll be enough for a Gator first down. That is he brought down at the Wildcat 45-yard line.
Yeah, Saint Amant. Look, Saint Amant goes down and scores a touchdown here. As much as Walker has dominated this game so far, you got to have a tie game.
First down and 10 now for the Gators. new running back in there for the Gators, running hard, making some positive yardage. Number 21, Kyron Kraft, 5'7", 160-pound running back.
Look, we watch Walker all year. We know, we talked about it earlier, we know what the blueprint is to run at him. And maybe Saint Amant's figure something out here.
Second down and 4 now as they cross into Wildcat territory. High snap. Handle well. Kraft tries the left side. And he is brought down by Jaden Bartles, excuse me.
I think the girls basketball team gets underway tomorrow, I think they have a Hall of Fame game in Ponchatoula.
Of course, Ponchatoula last year's state champions.
They're not playing Ponchatoula, they're playing at Ponchatoula.
Oh, okay.
They're playing someone else.
First down and 10 now for the Gators. Sheets calls for the snap. Here's the throw. The pass is going to be complete right in the middle of the field and brought down. Cole Sims on the reception for the Gators.
Good looking pass there, good looking catch. Right in the middle of about 4 Walker players. And I don't know if people can hear it on the air, but the Saint Amant band plays that Florida Gator chant, and chills just go down my spine.
Kedrick Brown on the stop for the Wildcats. First down and 10 now for the Gators. Another handoff. And the ball is on the ground. And we'll have to see who comes up with it for either team. Looked like Saint Amant got it.
Kudos to that young man for fighting for extra yards, but sometimes that happens when you're fighting for extra yards and you drop the ball.
I think it was Logan McNabb coming up with the fumble. Coming into the game for the Gators, number 21, Kyron Kraft. First down and goal now for the Gators as they mark the ball at the Wildcat 7-yard line. Sheets handoff. Kraft dancing around. Brought down by Carson Rocker.
I know it's early in the game, but this is a big stand for Walker. I mentioned earlier, this Walker has dominated the beginning of the game, yardage-wise. And Saint Amant ties it up. You're like, well, yardage don't mean anything. Walker's been down there 3 times already.
Second down and goal from the 6-yard line now. Sheets calls for the snap. Slant in the middle. It's going to be incomplete. Carson Rocker right there to break things up. Pass intended for McNabb again.
I think he threw a fastball and should have thrown a slider or a changeup. Man, he threw that one. He had a little out route at the top of the screen in the corner. It was wide open.
Now, very famous Sheets went to Saint Amant High School. Ben Sheets. I wonder if he has any relation.
I'm sure it is. I believe Ben Sheets' family owns Snow's, I believe, on Airline Snow's restaurant.
Oh, the restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay. Sheets looks to the east sideline. Play clock down to 5 now. And they do get it off with 1 second remaining. Sheets will go right up the middle. And nothing doing as he's brought down just inside the 5. It'll bring up a very interesting third down and goal for the Gators.
I'm wondering if that was the call or he was supposed to hand it off, because he had the blocking over there. The wide receiver's blocking. Bringing in, is it a field goal? Or are they bringing in? They're bringing in field goal or field goal? Yep, on field goal.
Will be Jaro in to kick the field goals.
You don't want to do anything stupid to get him closer here. Looks like they're missing a player.
He's 0 for 1.
No, they're missing a player. Well,
field goals.
Looks like they're missing a player.
And now we have a stoppage on the field. We have a timeout by the Gators. We'll take a break with them. You're watching Wildcat football on WBRZ.
I love the Chick-fil-A grilled nuggets. It's like me grilling at home. It tastes very similar to that, except the seasoning. I probably can't season it as well as Chick-fil-A does. The chicken's super tender and honestly the best nuggets I've ever tasted.
Life's hard. You want to get it right, we want to help. Maybe you feel like Christians are more known for what they're against.
But we want you to know that God is for you, and we are for you.
No matter who you are,
or where you are on life's journey, we have a place for you.
we'd love for you to come and check it out.
This is Walker High School football, brought to you by Wildcat Productions.
Welcome back to Walker High School after the timeout. The Gators have the ball for 4th down and goal, and they take the kicking team off the field. It will be Sheets in. Looks, throws, slant on the inside and falling down, and it's going to be incomplete. And now the Gators give it up on downs as well. Had his wide receiver, and he just tripped on the turf monster. Yeah, Gators give it up on downs.
He was open, and he tripped over the goal line. He was open, and he just stumbled. Yeah, that's unfortunate for Saint Amant. Look, I agree with the decision. You have to go for it. I don't think you're gonna win this game with field goals. You have to go for it.
Walker will take over 1st down and 10 at their own, we'll call it 4-yard line.
And someone in the YouTube chat actually said it is Bardalis is his last name, not Barles. We said you said it right the first time, so now we know that. It's the young man who plays basketball, right?
Correct. Here is a run by Silv, hit hard, spins around, and he is brought down out of bounds for a 1st down. Good job by Silv of running the play, and that's not a typical quarterback getting hit.
Yeah, he's a linebacker playing a quarterback, a big boy.
1st down and 10 now. Silv rose to his left, and he is going to be brought down. Dylan Carpenter, 6'3", 240-pound linebacker.
We need to get back to a little short passes to the receivers in space. He doesn't, when we're sending receivers down the field, he just doesn't have the time to wait for them. Just those short little passes and let the athletes make the play in space.
McClendon to the right, and it's a handoff to McClendon, and he falls after he's met immediately by Carpenter again. Minimal gain on it. It'll bring up a 3rd down and long for the Wildcats.
And there was nothing but green turf if he just broke that tackle. Once again, the middle of the field is open against this team. So now they're rolling a safety over the top. Safeties are very shallow, though.
Silv rolls, throws a little bit out of the reach of his intended receiver, Jamari Evans. It'll bring up a 4th down and definitely a punting situation this time for the Wildcats.
Yeah, tough play for a youngster trying to make that play. He was open. Evans was open, but, rolling on the right, trying to make that accurate pass, not an easy pass.
Gators will put back Swanson. He will stand at his own 45-yard line. Warren Young will be doing the kicking duties once again. Warren Young did not punt last week, but he was in the game. It was kind of an interesting call. Warren Young averaging 33.6 yards per punt. He has punted 13 times this season. Here is the snap. Warren Young gets it off. It's a good-looking punt. It will bounce at the 47-yard line and go out of bounds at the 45. 1st down and 10 for the Gators.
Yeah, I forgot to ask in the week why he didn't punt last week, because I'm guessing he's the better punter. What was his average? 33.6. So yeah. Saint Amant, we got just over 6 minutes left in the first half. Saint Amant would like to run this clock out, take the ball and run the clock all the way down in this half, and obviously score.
The Gators continue to rotate in quarterbacks. Chase Kelly in quarterback this time. Kelly will run this one, and then he fumbles. All right, I think we have a graphic looking at the schedule for the Wildcats, if we're ready to show that. Back in the studio, some of the girls and guys doing a great job of putting together this game. We'll do it after this play. 2nd down and 8 now. Again, continuing to rotate in quarterbacks, and it's Kelly in again. Kelly looks downfield, and he is going to be sacked. Coming in and making a big sack this time is going to be Dante Flowers on the sack.
Yeah, they had a play set up there if he had another second.
And Flowers, a sophomore. You took a look at the schedule, the graphics made by the Walker High School digital media class. We have the Gators tonight, and then next week will be the Yellow Jackets from Denham Springs, November the 4th. We'll be officially in November. Pass is going to be complete. Cole Sims on the reception right at the 50-yard line, but it will not be enough for a first down. So we'll have to see what the Gators do here, but a nice looking throw and catch by Kelly.
Absolutely. And look, it could have been very easily Walker could have overlooked Saint Amant, because you know they're looking to that game next week. The crosstown rival, and it probably was a little hard for the coaches to keep the players on task this week, because they know they got Denham next. And I'm sure the Denham coaches are here somewhere. And I'm sure some Denham players are out here watching. Of course, they played last night.
Easton Jarrow will be doing the punting duties. He averages 33.5 yards per punt. Here's the snap to Jarrow. He gets off a low wobbly punt. And it takes a Gator bounce inside the 10-yard line, and it will be brought down at the Walker 7-yard line.
All right, so now Walker has 3 minutes and 56 seconds. Big possession for the Saint Amant defense as well as Walker offense here. Walker, if they can punch it in the end zone here and get a 14, even a field goal, get a 2-score lead, it's going to be huge the second half.
And I tell you what, as much as Walker seemed to be moving the ball, this game is very close on the scoreboard, because only a 7-0 lead. But both teams continue to go for it on 4th down and giving it up on downs.
Yeah. Look, if you're only going to punt 25, 30 yards, you might as well go for it. I mean, unless you're not, as long as you're not deep in your own territory.
1st down and 10 for the Wildcats. Silv remains in at quarterback. Here's a snap from his end zone, dancing around, throws complete to Warren Young at the 20-yard line at the 25, far side of the field, and brought down out of bounds. Great catch by Young, and then also turning it up, showing his athleticism, and then getting another 1st down.
And what part of the field that I tell you has been open?
Wide in the middle. You've been saying that.
The middle of the field is wide open. They just that play took a little time to develop, and Silv did a great job getting out of trouble back there. But the middle of the field can be had.
Braden Sylvester checks in for the Wildcats. 1st down and 10. Clock stopped as Young went out of bounds. Here's the speed sweep, jet sweep, if you will. Ja'Cory Thomas, he'll be brought down at the 35-yard line. Gain of 2, with a lot of running on that one.
Yeah, I think Walker got away with a hold there. I was going to see the replay there. I definitely think they got away with a hold.
Looks like Ja'Cory Thomas went from the far side of the field, so it looked like he ran 50 yards and gained 2. Second down now. The clock continues to roll as the Wildcats were tackled inbounds. Thomas will make his way to the other side of the field this time. Silva again with a high pass. Incomplete, and again for Workman, and Workman's like, man, if you just get this a little bit lower, I can have some catches.
Yeah, I don't know if he's having a problem throwing over the line. He's a tall kid, so I doubt it. But going back to the middle of the field, they're rolling both safeties over on both sides. So as soon as the routes start and these receivers start to go out, the safeties just get wider and wider. And if they can have enough time at that point to cut a receiver across the middle, they can't guard him.
Peyton Anderson checks out of the game for the Gators, and coming up quick, Swanson had a chance to get Silv. Silv will make a move. He'll be brought down at the 50-yard line, and they'll mark him inside Gator territory at the 48-yard line. Almost a horse collar tackle there, but no call made, so we'll continue to play.
I thought that was a clean tackle. I didn't think there was any problem with it. A great job by Silv getting out of it. He should have been sacked, but he's so big. He's so much bigger than the cornerback. I think it was a corner blitz there.
Blitz picked up well by the Wildcats, but we now have a flag thrown.
I'm guessing we got a hold. Either a hold or a face mask by the umpire. That's a hold.
Blitz by the Gators, and the Wildcats ran right into it. And we have to see where they mark it after the penalty.
They're going to put some time on it.
And they're going to say no flag. They're going to wave it off.
Well, that's when Coach Oliver's going to want an explanation for sure. I guarantee you Coach Oliver's going to want an explanation. The last thing you want to, as a head coach, you want to know why. Because if the umpire threw it 99% of the time it's holding, you want to know why it was waved off.
So now it should be second down, correct?
It should be second down.
There we go. All right, they changed the down marker on the far side of the field. Second down. Here is the snap. Silv rolls, throws, nice touch on the ball, complete to Ja'Cory Thomas. Ja'Cory goes out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 30. Everybody's waiting for the referee to mark him. Okay, he's going to mark him at the 28. I think it's a generous spot.
I thought Ja'Cory was going to have an ESPN moment and try to hurdle that defender, which would not have been a good idea since it's illegal in high school.
First down and 10 now for the Wildcats. Silv remains in. A quarterback remains doing a great job as making the most of this opportunity. A sophomore listed as a quarterback on our sheet fakes the pass, and it is McClendon doing a good job of running, and one of the Wildcats helmets comes off, and we have a flag thrown by the umpire.
You kind of wonder if they call him, I don't know. I didn't see his helmet come off. It's either a hold or someone ripped his helmet off.
Braden Pates' helmet came off. He makes his way to the sideline to come out for one play.
Yep, they're marking it from there, so that's a holding penalty. Yep, there's a spot right there. So we're going to face mask on the offense.
Alex Hibbs out there for the Wildcats, a sophomore offensive lineman.
I'm not sure. He signaled illegal substitution.
I guess he's saying he kept playing after his helmet came off.
Well, that's not the signal for it, but okay.
Well, what are you thinking, Dan? You former referee?
You got me.
Okay, first down.
Once your helmet comes off, you cannot continue to play.
First down for the Wildcats, and it's Silv on the carry. He'll cross the 35-yard line to about the, I think I'll mark him at the 35, and I'll bring up a...
I'm sure that's probably what it was, but he signaled illegal substitution. That's not illegal substitution, it's illegal participation.
So second down and 17 now for the Wildcats. Silv looks, throws, wide open, and again had Jones in the flat, wide open again, and just over the reach of him. And now Workman is saying, this is how I feel too.
And then you have to go back to the huddle and, sorry guys.
But then again, it's only your second time starting for the young guy, and he's doing a fantastic job and making good reads and throwing the ball to the clear receiver there, the one who is definitely wide open. So a little bit of a touch, a little bit of a timing, and we'll see how Silv works things out. 3rd down and 17 now. Looks, dances, throws. Warren Young Jr. complete. Crosses the 15-yard line, being brought down at the 10-yard line. Another first down for the Wildcats.
That was a great play. So the wide guy ran, just went, and he took the safety. He took a corner and the safety with him, and then Warren Young just did a little in route, and he had man-to-man. Once again, middle of the field.
They're going to say he's just past the 10-yard line, which will make it first down and goal from the 10. Silv will look, try the right side, follows his blockers. Good job, puts a head down, crosses the 5-yard line. Will be brought down at the 3-yard line, 2nd down and goal.
Yeah, Walker's in no hurry, under a minute, about 43 seconds.
Walker with all their timeouts remaining. Silv tries the right side, and he's brought down at the 2-yard line. We'll see if Coach Mahaffey uses the timeout here. And he does not with 23 seconds, and the clock continues to roll. And now we have a timeout on the field. Timeout by the Wildcats. We'll take a break with them. You're watching Wildcat football on WBRZ.
My dream was always to help other people, but when I tried to start my own business, I quickly realized I was in over my head. That's when I called Alina Levine. She helped me navigate the complicated business of starting a business. But the help didn't stop there. Her friendly team of accounting experts handle all of the things that I never thought of when I started this journey, because I started my business to be a counselor, not an accountant. Thanks to Alina, now I'm able to focus on doing what I love, helping other people.
This game is brought to you by Wildcat Productions. You're watching Walker High School football.
Welcome back to Walker High School. Chris Ledoux along with Dan Murphy here. 3rd down and goal. They'll mark it right at the 2-yard line. Wildcat formation as Thomas is in, follows his blocks, puts a head down, and it will be a 2-yard touchdown, Ja'Cory Thomas.
That's a big blow right before half, 16 seconds. So big play, big drive by Walker.
13-0 is our score with 16 seconds remaining. Coming in to do the extra point duties will be Niall Allen. Allen has now made 6 extra points and has only missed 3. Trying to make it 7 here. And the Gators jump again, and no flag. Interesting. Here is the kick. The kick is up, and it is good. So with 16 seconds remaining in this first half, your score, Wildcats 14 and the Gators nothing. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with more Wildcat football on WBRZ.
Turnkey maintenance and construction company that provides unsurpassed quality and customer service to our commercial and residential clients. We offer in-house HVAC, electrical, plumbing, and roofing services, as well as a number of everyday handyman repairs. At Facilities Maintenance Management, we want to be your single vendor solution.
Are you tired of local car commercials and their corny one-liners? Well, let's see how many we can fit into 30 seconds. We're exploding with deals. We're taking high prices and taking them to the curb. And there's a reason we've been the #1 Chevrolet dealer in Baton Rouge for the last 34 years. Because we have a huge selection of vehicles in flashing text, including the Equinox, the Traverse, the Malibu, and much more. So come and see us today or visit online and let us find the vehicle that's perfect for you.
You're watching Walker High School football only on WBRZ.
Luke Rafferty on the kickoff return for the Gators. He'll be brought down at the Gator 37-yard line with 9 seconds remaining.
Saint Amant will try to do anything here, just sit on it.
First down and 10, 9 seconds remaining. Gators have 2 timeouts remaining. Here is the snap, and the pass is going to be incomplete. Intended receiver was Logan McNabb. Incomplete. Now 4 seconds on the clock.
It should have been offensive pass interference. The receiver was the slot guy was blocking downfield.
Kobe Sheets remains in at quarterback, and the Gators will dial up one more play. We'll have the Walker High School Band of Legacy performing at halftime. Here is the handoff. Maurice on the carry. He'll try the right side and go out of bounds, and that is the end of the first half. Wildcats lead this one 14-0. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have the Walker High School Band of Legacy. You're watching Wildcat football on WBRZ.
My family has been deeply rooted in Walker as far back as I can trace. My parents and grandparents are all graduates of Walker High.
I'm Caitlin Lockhart Cockerham, and I'm running for school board.
I have years of business experience, strong proven leadership skills, and most importantly, I am a mother with young children just entering the school system. I'm ready to bring a fresh, new perspective as your board member.
Caitlin Lockhart Cockerham. For our children, for our teachers, for our future.
Are you uncomfortably hot all day? Constantly dripping in sweat? Are you having a hard time with your AC? Kent's is what you need. At Kent's HVAC, we have many services to offer, such as AC repair, tune-ups, AC installments, and much more. Our locally owned company is proud to provide 24/7 services and send trusted employees to assist with any problems you may have. We make it a priority to give your family the comfort we know you deserve. Call us for all your HVAC needs.
This is Walker High School football, brought to you by Wildcat Productions.
continue your halftime entertainment, the Band of Legacy will perform their first festival show titled National Mystery Tour. Songs include National Mystery Tour, Night Rabbit, Hit the Road Jack, I Can See for Miles, and Radio for Troubled Waters. Soloist are Rick Monson on trumpet and Lauren Watts on telephone. Trumpet duets is Taylor Pittman and John Stephenson. Ladies and gentlemen, we present National Mystery Tour and Walker High School Band of Legacy.
Give it up for your Walker High Band of Legacy.
Folks, be sure to visit the concession stand. We have pasta live for sale. Plates $8, includes pasta live, green beans, bread, and dessert. Gold only, $5. On sale until it's sold out. When I grow up, rap battle. Rapper 1, go!
Yeah, when I grow up, you know what I want to be? Tasty. Let me tell you my ridiculous dreams. I want to rap. You gotta know it's hard to believe. And I can tell you right thinking I want to succeed. I know it's probably really realistic. And the industry, I might never make a difference. But that don't make a difference. I'm not too risky. I've been pushing on the street. I've been being my position. The underdog. Yeah, you probably think you know what I mean. But what I'm saying is they are pushing on the street. Yeah.
Rapper 2.
When I grow up, yeah.
now introducing Walker High's Challenge of the Week.
Jeffrey versus Michael. Hat throwing challenge. Michael wins. When I
This is Saint Amant High School. How many points? Do your teachers know the things that they teach you? This is Saint Amant High School. How many points?
Shout out, where we will be featuring the faces of Walker High School.
I like to go trick-or-treating.
I don't know. Because the cemetery is like real life dead people. Vampires really hate onions. Actually, they don't like garlic.
Probably Scary Movie 3, because, I don't know, it's just the best scary movie.
Scream, because I like ghost face.
If I could only wear one costume for the rest of my life, it would be a dinosaur. Because if somebody tries to play me, I can just bite them, I can hit them with my tail. I'm talking about T-Rex type. You know, I can just all the time.
Thank you for tuning into this week's Wildcat Shout Out.
At Moe's, we've always been inviting, but we have a bigger story to tell. A place that welcomes you to be you. Fresh, high-quality ingredients. We got that. Go ahead, do your thing. Come on, let's get weird. We don't judge. Moe's wants you to come in with your crew and their appetites. Dine in, pick up, or order on the Mo Rewards app. Either way, don't just stroll in, roll all in to Moe's Southwest Grill.
This game is brought to you by Wildcat Productions. You're watching Walker High School football.
Let's hear the Wildcats as they hit the sideline for the second half of play.
Get him. It says invalid operation again.
Welcome back to the second half of plays. Wildcats set to kick off against the Gators as they lead 14-9. Ready for Allen to kick off the Wildcats. Gators can start from 35.
Calls for the snap, and here is the handoff. Big run this time by Kraft, crossing the 45-yard line to about the 48-yard line. First down and 10 for the Gators. Good run there, and we're back live. You can hear our voices once again. Chris Ledoux along with Mr. Dan Murphy.
Yeah, good start by Saint Amant there. About 12 yards on first down, and it was not the way they wanted to end the first half by giving up a late touchdown.
First down and 10 now for the Gators. Sheets remains in at quarterback. Calls for the snap. Fakes the handoff. A little dump pass to the right side. Brought down is going to be Maurice. Gain of about 3.
I think Saint Amant's going to keep ground and pound here. They had success running the ball.
Second down and 8. Wildcats shifting some players around as Evan King goes from the right to the left. Play clock down to 15. Plenty of time for the Gators. Sheets with the handoff. Kraft feeling his way, following his linebackers, his blockers, excuse me. Mason Vaughn with the big block right there. First down and 10. Go ahead, Dan.
I think this is the recipe for the second half here. I think coaches talked and said, guys, why are we throwing the ball? Just keep pounding the ball up the middle.
Gators definitely have the ball rolling right now. Another handoff and another big gain by Kyron Kraft. 5'7", 160-pound running back. Kraft comes in with 44 attempts, 272 yards rushing. Here's another quote by Mr. Castello, one of the offensive coaches for the Wildcats. And here's another handoff to Kraft. Met in the backfield. Connor Watts on the stop of the Wildcats.
I'm watching the two wing guys on spotting the ball, and that particular time, they were a yard off from each other. So I thought the wing guy on the Saint Amant side, I thought he was way off. By the way, the wing guys did not switch at halftime. They're supposed to be switching at halftime, switching sides. It's the same line judge we had in the first half over here.
3rd down and 3 now for the Gators. Here's the snap. Sheets looks, throws, and out in the flat area. Kraft on the reception. And it will be a 4th down coming up for the Gators.
And you would think they're going for it. Got some big boys coming in here. This could be a demoralizing stop for Walker here if they can get this stop. So they're just going to run behind the jumbos there.
And it is a Wildcat formation for the Gators as Cole Sims comes in and runs the Wildcat, and he makes it down all the way to about the 22-yard line. Good job of running the Wildcat there by the Gators.
I'd put that line up in there all night long. Just put 3 big boys and just run behind them. That was a nice play.
1st down and 10 now for the Gators. Sheets remains in at quarterback. Handoff to Maurice. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line.
Coach Sanchez and I were talking a little football this afternoon about coaches like this, that they running right through you, and then they're going to get behind the chains and throw an incomplete pass. You know, I don't know why they put the ball in the air at this point.
They are definitely having success running the ball. Maurice on the carry once again. Another positive yards, get down to about the 16-yard line and bring up a 3rd down and 4 for the Gators. Clock continues to roll with 8:04 to play.
Yep, and what do you do when your offense is chewing up clock? You keep the Walker offense off the field.
So we're going to have to see if the Saint Amant coaches are listening to Dan or not, and continue to run the ball, or are they going to put it in the air right here? Kobe Sheets in the shotgun, waits for the snap. Here's the handoff to Maurice. Spins at the 15-yard line, and he's going to be stopped there. Right at the 15, will bring up a 4th down and 2.
And I put those jumbos back in, and here they come. Guess what the play's going to be?
4th down and 3 now for the Gators.
I might want to call a defensive timeout right here and set your alignment for this play. You know it's coming.
Wildcat formation again, and this time stumbling and put his head down, but to see where they mark him here.
Yeah, he's got it, I think.
Cole Sims on the carry.
I thought maybe his knee hit. I have to see this play again.
Sims with 13 attempts, 36 yards rushing, coming in on the year, averaging 2.8 yards per carry. It will be enough for a Gator 1st down. There you see the Walker High School student section. Great pep rally today. Miss Savannah Norman putting together the pep rallies for us. It was the best pep rally we've had since I've been here for 19 years.
What time was that pep rally?
It was a morning pep rally.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear one. I was on campus most of the day.
Here is a completed pass by Sheets. And the reception was made by Easton Jarrow. We'll bring up a 2nd down and 5. Yeah, a lot of participation. Each class had a dance-off, and there was probably about 50 kids from the freshmen and the sophomores and the juniors and the seniors.
It should be really good next week. Should be very spirited next week.
Oh, yes, indeed. Maurice in there right next to Sheets, to the left of Sheets. Now he moves to his right. Play clock down to 7. Here is the handoff to Maurice again. Dances around, and he will be in for the touchdown. It will be a 4-yard touchdown run by Maurice.
And so they got on the board. Now Walker, the one thing Walker cannot do is they cannot come and go 4 and out, or 3 and out rather. They've got to give their defense a rest.
14-6 is our score now with 5:56 to play in the 3rd quarter.
Was that about a 10-12 play drive?
Easton Jarrow will do the extra point duties. Here is the kick. It's high, and it is good. So at 5:56 to play in the 3rd quarter, you score Gators 7, Wildcats 14. We'll take a break. You're watching Wildcat football on WBRZ.
Drop, yo.
Did you know that North Shore Technical Community College has a new facility in Livingston Parish? Whether you are interested in starting a career or looking for a new career, stop by the campus to learn about electrical, welding, nursing, university transfer pathways, and workforce training programs. Financial aid counselors and instructors are available and ready to answer questions and guide you through the enrollment process. Affordable tuition, quality education, and a convenient location. Build your future at North Shore Technical Community College.
You're watching Walker High School football only on WBRZ.
Kickoff down to the 22-yard line and brought back. Jaden Bordalis crosses into Gator territory. Great job by Bordalis on the run back there.
That was a great return. He broke. How many tackles did he break? He had to break 4 or 5 tackles along the way.
Good job on the replay by the Walker High School digital media class here.
Set Walker up in great field position on the Saint Amant 49-yard line. And look, they need to take some time off this clock. Man, wow, 1 to 6 minutes already.
First down and 10 now for the Wildcats as they start this drive inside Gator territory. Faking the handoff to McClendon. Throws right up the middle, and this is going to be incomplete and intercepted. And then now does Ja'Cory Thomas get it back again, or are they going to give it the interception to the Gators here? The ball didn't hit the ground whenever Ja'Cory wrestled it out of his hands while Ja'Cory was on his back. So we're going to say right here, and they're going to say it is Gator football, so it will be an interception by Saint Amant. But very interesting the way that played out there, Dan.
Yeah, I'm looking at it again here, and here's a good angle right here. We'll be able to see. Oh, that's an interception. He was down. The Saint Amant's player's knee was down. No, that was a good call.
And there's Coach Mahaffey standing at the 30-yard line trying to argue that we came up with the ball after the play where was tackled.
If we can show that last replay, here it is right here. So this is a great angle. So you can see it was Saint Amant player has it right here. He has possession, and as he goes down, his knee hits. Watch his knee hit. There's his knee hit right here. He's down. It doesn't matter if it was taken away from him at that point. He was down when his knee hit. Yeah, that's a false start. Saint Amant, number 1, was about a second too fast.
They'll start first down and 10 at their own 30-yard line, but they'll back them up after the false start. 5 yards. East Ascension is leading Live Oak 16-0 with 8 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
That's surprising. I thought that'd be a bigger margin.
Of course, East Ascension undefeated in District 3-0. Here is the pass going to be completed to McNabb on the near side of the field. And of course, the Gators continue to rotate in their quarterbacks. This time it will be Chase Kelly in at quarterback.
Yeah, that's kind of tough for the center, the offensive line, receivers. It's kind of hard to get anything going when you're switching quarterbacks so much. There's no continuity.
Both quarterbacks are passing quarterbacks. One's not a real threat to run, so to speak. Here is another pass, and this time it's going to be intercepted by the Wildcats. Big interception this time. It's going to be Joseph on the interception. First down and 10 for the Wildcats.
So Chris, the Walker defense was just on the field for 10, 12 plays, totally gassed. Got the rest for one play, a turnover, and then they come and put the ball in the air twice. I don't understand why you got a defense that's tired and gassed. Run right at them. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
And the run is working. The run is working
absolutely.
for the Gators. You're correct.
That whole drive. And you got a tired defense.
It's like last week when we were talking about the Live Oak game, whenever you had a wide receiver, looked like he was 6'5", and one of our cornerbacks was 5'7".
I was talking to one of the coaches about that during the week, and I said, why did they not go in him? And they said, we have no idea. And I said, and by the way, they said to call that cornerback 5'7" was a stretch. He was not 5'7".
Tackled down by Jones, brought down from behind. Reaching, it'll be Trey Boo on the tackle.
Legal tackle, nothing wrong with it. Not illegal to grab someone around the neck. Everything else is illegal, but not that.
McClendon comes in, and Jones looks like he's holding his stomach, like he kind of may have lost his air or something.
Well, he got up and grabbed the small of his back. You can see right there, he's got his hand on his back.
Second down and 8 now for the Wildcats. Still doing a great job at quarterback right now as they look to the side for the play call. Coach Mahaffey signaling it in. Sil will try the left side, crosses the 50-yard line, the 40-yard line, and continuing to roll, puts a shoulder down. Wow, what an impressive run there. And they're going to say he was down, and it will be a first down for the Wildcats.
Yeah, what a great weapon to have a quarterback that big that can run. I mean, it's someone else that the defense has to game plan for, Oh, we got a penalty here? I guess we have a flag. I didn't see a flag on the ground, but referees are talking like we had a flag. I guess we did. It's going back.
We'll have to see what the call is as the white hat makes his way to the press box. He's going to say holding against the Wildcats. First half stats, it was Saint Amant Gators with 96 total yards of offense. It was a 174-yard drive. Walker High School had 79 yards rushing on 25 attempts. And passing, the Wildcats were 11 out of 16 for 143 yards. Receiving for the Wildcats, it was Ja'Cory Thomas with 74 yards receiving and Warren Young Jr. with 70 yards receiving. And Troy Silv. And there's a completion to Ja'Cory Thomas, and he makes his way, and it will be a touchdown, 51-yard touchdown, Thomas.
He doesn't need much room, and he still had 2 defenders to get by, and you knew he was going. He is so quick.
20-7 our score after the throw and catch. There you see Silv finds Thomas. Thomas makes a catch and then turns it on. Thomas, of course, an all-district wide receiver last year. Made first team all-district as a wide receiver in District 4, 5A. We'll have to see how they vote him in District 5, 5A this year. Here is a snap. Here's the kick. It's up, and it is good. So at 3:38 to play in the third quarter, you score Wildcats 21 and the Gators 7. We'll take a break. You're watching Wildcat football on WBRZ.
History repeats itself. We've all heard the phrase, but what happens when history becomes lethal? In 1964, the U.S. Surgeon General issued a report citing health risks with smoking. Marlboro Cigarettes releases a statement. Today's teenager is tomorrow's potential customer. Now, in 2022, e-cigarette popularity skyrockets. This reality is no longer a battle of the past, but a war of the present. History repeats itself, but maybe it doesn't have to.
This is Walker High School football, brought to you by Wildcat Productions.
And brought down right at the 32-yard line by the Gators. They'll take over first down and 2. First down and 10. Excuse me.
There's a score tonight that I just saw. I had to do a double take. Let me find the score. Here it is. I don't know if it's the third quarter or the top of the third. It doesn't specify, but Belle Chase is beating Helen Cox 2-0.
Oh, that's interesting. Very interesting. First down and 10 for the Gators. Sheets in at quarterback, and he will do a quick pass to his right. Pass is going to be complete. Right at the line of scrimmage, no gain on the play.
Catholic beating Scotlandville 24-0 at half. Woodlawn's over Central 27-6 in the third. Zachary's over Liberty 34-6 in the third. I don't think there's any other local ones on here.
Second down and 10 now. Sheets calls for the ball, and the handoff to Kraft. Tries the left side and brought down by Brown.
Opelousas beating Breaux Bridge 3-0. I'm sorry, 20-0 in the third.
Oh, okay.
And then your other old school, Opelousas Catholic, went 20-6.
I graduated from Opelousas High School, and I also went to Opelousas Catholic for a while as well. Third down and 5 for the Gators.
My alma mater, Rummel, losing to Edna Carr 28-7. Those poor Catholic League boys have to face Edna Carr every year now. Wow. They're a good football team every year.
And Rummel is too, though. Sheets looks to pass, throws incomplete, just a little bit short.
That was a short pass, and look, big hold by Walker. We had just over 2 minutes, 2:10 left in the third quarter.
Cole Sims 6'1", so
if you're Walker, I still think that they're giving this punter way too much credit. He hasn't got his hands on one because he's too deep.
Jakari Thomas stands at his own 34-yard line. High snap, and that's in trouble. And they block it. Carson Rocca will get credit for the block. Can he scoop and score? He scoops it up, and he goes in. It will be a touchdown for the Wildcats, and we have a fight.
We had some, I think we might have had a punch
after the play here, it looks like. But Carson Rocca for the block punt and the touchdown. Let's give him credit for that.
I don't know if we had a punch thrown. I saw it. It was very close to a punch.
(27-7) our score after the block punt and the touchdown. Hopefully the skirmish happened after the touchdown.
Well, if it happened before they scored, then they could, if it was against Walker, they could penalize it from right there and negate the touchdown. But what I saw, it was after the score.
The referees are at the 37-yard line talking it over. And Whitehat makes his way. He's going to say it is a touchdown is good. Then dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Wildcats. And then we have dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Gators. Penalties will offset, and they will try the try.
Well, that's going to be each of them's first. So they get another one. They're going to be disqualified. But I'll tell you what. Yeah, I don't know. I thought I saw a punch. I'm sorry. I thought I saw a punch.
A lot of things going on at the time of the play. But it will be Niall Allen to do the extra point duties here. Carson Rocca will do the holding.
you try to err on the side that you absolutely have to see a punch. You don't want to throw someone out the game if you're absolutely sure that he didn't punch.
Rock calls for the snap. The kick is up, and it is good. So with 2 minutes to play in the third quarter, your score, Wildcats 28, Gators 7. We'll take a break. You're watching Wildcat football on WBRZ.
Here at St. C, we're so excited about partnering up with the Walker High Wildcats.
For over a decade now, I've been helping customers find a more personalized sleep experience through selecting a new mattress. At Sleep City, we have a new Power Cool mattress which literally blows cold air as you sleep. If personalized comfort is your thing, try our new Instant Comfort mattress. Here at Sleep City, we treat our customers like friends and family. We know that when you come here, you're looking for a good mattress and a great deal. I'm Trevor Hinkle, and I want you to know that's a promise we can deliver.
Sombrer's Mexican restaurant offers our customers some of the most authentic and delectable Tex-Mex cuisine in the area, all served in a family-friendly atmosphere. We use only the freshest ingredients of the highest quality, from our delicious enchiladas and burritos to our amazing chicken steak or shrimp fajitas, the house specialty. We have something to please everyone. Join us for food and fun at Sombrero's Mexican restaurant.
This game is brought to you by Wildcat Productions. You're watching Walker High School football.
The Wildcats kick goes out of bounds as the Wildcats have just scored 28-7 our score. And now Allen kicks this one out of bounds again. So the Gators will take over first down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And now if you're Saint Amant, you really don't have a choice. You have to throw the ball now. And you put yourself in this position.
Wildcats came in with an overall record of 5-3, and the Gators came in with an overall record of 3-5. Sheets looks to pass, and this one a little bit high, and it is going to be caught right at the 48-yard line. Intended receivers Cole Sims makes a good catch as he catches it through one of the Wildcat defenders' hands and then comes down with it.
Yeah, Sheets doesn't have very much touch on the ball. He throws at one speed, and it's very, very fast.
Gators will now go trips to the left. First down and 10. Sheets calls for the snap. Out to the left side. Complete to McNabb. McNabb with a nice move, and the ball is on the ground, and it's going to be recovered by the Wildcats. Evan King on the fumble recovery.
Well, Coach Mahaffey was throwing a fit because they missed a holding call right on the end here. I don't see who that hold was, but it grabbed the jersey. Yeah, right there. It was number like 82. Grabbed the jersey, but he'll take the fumble. At this point now, you got to Walker. You got to just run the ball. You got to get this clock going.
Walker will take over first down and 10 at their own 38-yard line after the fumble recovery by Evan King. Warren Young, Corey Thomas coming out there, McClendon, Austin Workman.
You may have a little dose of C.J. McClendon here.
Pates comes in as well, offensive line. Bradley Pickering still in at center. First down and 10 now. High snap off of McClendon, and he will be sacked in the backfield, excuse me. But coming up and making the sack will be Dylan Carpenter, All-State performer by the Gators last year, made All-State second team.
That snap looked looked like a fastball, also a little high. We'll look at this one again. Oh yeah, that was a that was 94 in the jugs on the snap. That was fast.
Second down and 17. This one right in the hands of Silv. Throws a little bit of touch. Nice catch by McClendon. Wow. Unbelievable catch by McClendon. It kind of went off his hip, and then he grabbed it off the backside of his body.
Yeah, that was rivaling David Tyree in the Super Bowl for the Giants, catching the ball on his helmet. He caught this one behind him.
Let's see a replay of this one. Nice light catch
behind
him.
Against his thigh.
Catching it off of his hamstrings. Third down and 6 now. great job back in the studio there bringing us that replay. And still fumbles the ball as he's hit, and the ball is still on the ground, and then finally the Gators are going to recover this one. It looks like Bryson Humphrey on the fumble recovery. First down and 10 for the Gators after the fumble.
Anything but a turnover, you know. Worst thing, and you're inside the 30, so they don't necessarily need to throw the ball. They got 34 seconds in the, you know, they're down 3 scores. They don't have to totally abandon the run yet. I mean, you have to keep Walker defense honest and mix a run in every now and then.
So the Gators will take over with 34 seconds remaining at the Walker 28-yard line. Sheets back in, fakes the handoff a little bit high, and it's going to be incomplete. Let's take a look at the schedule once again. The guys and girls back at the studio doing a great job of putting together some commercials and some of the events you see here, some of the segments. There's our schedule. We're playing the Gators right now, obviously. Next week will be against Denham Springs Yellow Jackets. And exciting. Can't wait to see where that game's going to be played.
And, you know, the schedule says away, and it will be away somewhere. We just don't know where.
Second down and 10 now for the Gators. Handoff to Kraft, and he is going to be brought down. 21 seconds there. Looks like McKenzie on the stop for the Wildcats.
Got 72 for Saint Amant, getting up a little gimpy. See if he stays in. Nope. Yeah, he's probably just going to go down. Well, it's going to be end of the quarter, so he's going to be fine. They're telling him just stay there. It'll be end of the quarter.
2-1-0, and that's the end of the third quarter. Your score, Wildcats 28 and the Gators 7. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the fourth quarter. You're watching Wildcat football on WBRZ.
Hi, I'm Tammy Teal. And I'm Brandy Walker. Do you have a roof leak, wind damage, or missing shingles? Well, Teal Roofing is here for you. Call for your free roof inspection, and we can work directly with your insurance company.
We are a local and family-owned business. Both of us are proud Walker High alumni and proud to serve our community. At Teal Roofing, your roof
is our passion.
And most importantly,
go Wildcats!
This is Walker High School football, brought to you by Wildcat Productions.
You know what we're missing? There's a student section here. Walker High School, we're back live. A little bit of cool weather in the air. Not really as cold as it would normally be in
the press box. It is. It's about 36 degrees in here.
9. It's 67 degrees.
It's like calling a game with the abominable snowman.
Third down and 10 now for the Gators. Sheets looks, throws to the left side. It's going to be just out of the hands of the intended receiver, and Kedrick Brown trying to make the interception there. Knows he had it in his hands, almost on the interception.
Yeah, he can go for it here, have no choice.
Intended receiver was Karen.
See, here's why I would send the house at Sheets, because he's been high on most of his passes. If you send some pressure on it, he's probably going to throw it even higher.
Fourth down and 10 now for the Gators. Sheets stands at his own, at the Walker 33-yard line. Here's the pass. Out of the reach of his intended receiver, and once again the Gators give it up on downs.
Yep, another high pass. And Walker just needs to not shoot themselves in the foot. You know, the last drive that was that the bad snap that set them behind the chains. Just a heavy dose of C.J. McClendon up the middle.
Absolutely. Make sure to take that play clock down inside of 5 seconds before they snap it every single time. But we'll have to see how they play it.
I had someone just text me who's at a particular game, and with 5 minutes left to go in the first half, the score was 14-12. 5 minutes left to go in the first half, and then the halftime score was 42-12.
Wow.
28 points in 5 minutes.
First down and 10 for the Wildcats. They'll start at their own 28-yard line after the Gators give it up on downs, and they'll go with the heavy package, and they'll go Wildcat to Ja'Cory Thomas, and he takes off past the 40-yard line. He's at the 50-yard line, and it's a foot race. And Ja'Cory Thomas turns on the burners, and it will be a touchdown. 72-yard touchdown run, Thomas.
You knew there was nobody that was catching him. Walker makes you prepare so many different ways. I mean, formations, who's lining up in the backfield, just a lot of different formations to prepare for. And then you have someone, Ja'Cory Thomas, once he has a step, you have no one on your team that can catch him.
Ja'Cory Thomas definitely making a stand for all district.
We've seen him run up and down the basketball court, many times, and he can fly.
34-7 our score now. Allen has the ball in the air, and it is good. So with 11:36 to play in this contest, your score, Wildcats 35, Gators 7. We'll take a break. You're watching Wildcat football on WBRZ.
I'm Aaron Ellis. Welcome to Wildcat Stadium in Walker, America.
After graduating from Walker High, I served in the Navy, then attended LSU on the GI Bill. I've been fortunate to be able to serve our community in many ways over the years.
I want to continue to serve by helping you solve your problems.
Aaron Ellis, from Livingston Parish, for Livingston Parish.
In life, there are some things that just go together, like a burger and fries, peanut butter and jelly, bacon and eggs, and home and auto insurance from State Farm. State Farm's local agents are here to find the right insurance plan that pairs perfectly with you.
I'm Byron Gill, and we're proud supporters of the Walker community. Go Wildcats!
Call Byron Gill to get a quote today.
This game is brought to you by Wildcat Productions. You're watching Walker High School football.
Wildcats kick this one down to the 15-yard line, and the Gators will take over first down at 10 at their own 35.
Up by 4 scores now, and Saint Amant hasn't shown much offense all year, so, we'll see if they get something going.
Then work the Gators at their own 33-yard line. Sheets will remain in at quarterback. They had been alternating between Kelly and Sheets looks like he'll have another drive here. Double slot as Sheet calls for the snap, and they'll run it again. Maurice on the carry, crosses the 35-yard line, gain of about 2 or 3 on that one.
Yeah, kind of wonder, running play on first down by 28, is that the white flag? They're going to hurry up. So they're going to hurry up. They're not much of a hurry. All right, 15 seconds off the clock. 20 seconds off the clock.
Here is the snap. Sheets looks, throws, and it's going to be incomplete. That'll stop the clock. Once again, next week the Wildcats will play Denham Springs, and the Gators will play Live Oak. It will be a home game for the Saint Amant Gators. Power points, Walker comes in at number 22 right now. Saint Amant at number 28 right now in the power rankings. Third down and 7. Here's a pass. Floats this one out of bounds. Looking at the other teams in the district 5A, it is East Ascension at number 10, 4-4. Dutchtown number 12 at 5-2. Denham Springs number 16 at 6-2. Walker number 22 at 5-3, and of course we mentioned Saint Amant at number 28, 3-5. course, in the past, it was the top 32 teams making the playoffs. This year, it will be the top 28, with the top 4 having a bye.
Yeah, I kind of just did the math in my head. So I think that the seeds through 5 through 12 will have a home game the first round.
This ball, nice job of punting. Ball stopped at the 20-yard line, so the Wildcats will take over first down and 10 after the punt.
I'm sorry, 5 through 16 will have a home game in the first round. So top 16 will have a home game, and then everybody else will be on the road. Because you have 1 through 4 as a bye. So you have 5 through 16 will have a home game in the first round. So that's the magic number to get to 16.
Crystal Deal along with Dan Murphy here, and you're watching this game on WBRZ. We appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. You're also watching live on Walker High School's YouTube page, where you can get your friends and family to watch anywhere around the world. First down and 10 now for the Wildcats. They'll take over on their own 20-yard line. And a new quarterback in there right now for the Wildcats. Looks like it's going to be Price back in. Yes, that is going to be Hayden Price, and of course Price coming in on the year, 58 out of 92 attempts, 685 yards and 8 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
I wonder if they talked to Saint Amant coach about possibly running the clock. I haven't seen anyone go over there and ask him yet.
So it looks like the Wildcats are not signaling in the play until there's about 11 seconds on the play clock. Trying to get the clock rolling here. Handoff to, looks like Elfridge in there right now. LaShawn Elfridge. Third down and short now for the Wildcats. Got another quote there by Coach Castello. Of course,
they're waiting to signal the play in, because they signal in and maybe they're afraid the quarterback's going to run the play too quick.
You're right. So they don't signal in until there's about 11 seconds on the play clock, to where the Wildcats can use up as much clock as possible. Put a man in motion, and now they're going to stop it. We have a timeout by the Wildcats. Timeout. We'll take a break with them. You're watching Wildcat Football on WBRZ.
Carlisle's on Corbin, nominated for Best of 225, is Walker's newest vintage and gift store. Our team of vendors want to invite you to come on in and browse the wide variety of inventory. The abundance of home decor, timeless treasures, and vintage furniture at Carlisle's will make furnishing a new home or redecorating your current home easy and affordable. Take the quick drive to 31010 North Corbin Road. Carlisle's on Corbin, the shop that has it all.
Can you just ask someone?
I don't think they have the cut I need.
Could you please cut a 2-inch ribeye for him?
Absolutely, we're here for you.
Just ask.
Hey, do y'all make custom sandwich trays? I have a baby shower I need to go to.
Absolutely, we're here for you.
I guess I could just ask.
Hey, do y'all have gluten-free flour?
Yes, ma'am, we do. We're here for you.
At Carter's, we're here for you, because not everyone's needs can be found right off the shelf. All you have to do is ask.
You're watching Walker High School football only on WBRZ.
And we are back after the commercial break. Third down and 4 now. Long 4, short 4 for the Wildcats. Warren Young on the carry. He'll cross the 40-yard line and try to stay in bounds, and they push him out of bounds. And that is so hard to do whenever you're trying to get as many yards as you can. Plus, you want to try to stay in bounds, but then he gets pushed out of bounds right at the 50-yard line. First down and 10, though. And the clock is stopped after he goes out of bounds.
Yeah, if I'm the wing guy over there, I say, no forward progress, inbounds, run the clock.
Wildcats trying to take as much time off the clock as they can. The clock does stop, but it is a first down right at midfield.
Yeah, I don't know why they're waiting so long now, because the clock's not running.
Warren Young will come in not at quarterback, as
they better hurry up.
Hayden Price remains in at quarterback. They're down to 1 second, and then there's 0, and now we have a timeout again, and this will be the second timeout used by the Wildcats. We'll keep it right here, and there's a cool little replay of the Wildcats bringing out the flags here. Of course, we do 5 girls back.
Hey, my name is George, and I love the Chick-fil-A grilled nuggets. It's like me grilling at home. It tastes very similar to that, except the seasoning. I probably can't season it as well as Chick-fil-A does. The chicken's super tender, and honestly, the best nuggets I've ever tasted.
Life's hard. You want to get it right, we want to help. Maybe you feel like Christians are more known for what they're against.
But we want you to know that God is for you, and we are for you.
No matter who you are,
or where you are on life's journey, we have a place for you.
We'd love for you to come and check it out.
This is Walker High School football, brought to you by Wildcat Productions.
Jones on the carry, and he'll go right up the middle. Caden Jones, a sophomore running back. As mentioned, we do all the home football games on WBRZ now, and of course we'll have five girls basketball, 5 boys basketball, 5 softball, 5 baseball, and of course any home playoff games as well will be brought to you.
Yep, both boys and girls trying to make it back to top 24 again, so both made it last year.
Very exciting time to be a Walker Wildcat here, as all sports are doing very well. 2nd down and 10 now. Price on the reception will roll out to his right and be brought down out of bounds, and they're going to wind the clock and say that
forward progress.
And he could have just thrown it. Shouldn't have been just thrown it, would you say, Dan? Or it's kind of hard to do when you're in that situation.
He probably had Lyman downfield. I'm watching it. Yeah, he had Lyman downfield. He could have thrown it.
So he was 10 yards, 10-yard loss, and then so it would have been a 10-yard penalty for how much? What's the penalty for illegal line?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Ineligible man downfield.
If you're going to be a 5-yard penalty, so he could have thrown it.
That's a lot going through your head as you're being chased by.
Yeah. When you're getting chased by someone 3 times your size, you're not thinking about that.
All right, so here's a handoff to Jones, and he turns the corner and crosses midfield and dances down to about the 46-yard line. It'll bring up a 4th down, and the clock continues to roll with 6:52 to remain in this contest.
Well, now you can go forward, manageable position, 6 yards to go. A lot of I would imagine the entire second team in now, so good chance for these kids to show what they have for the future.
They'll remain in the huddle till about 11 seconds before they signal in the play.
Warren Young still out there.
Hayden Price remains in at quarterback. Here is the snap and the handoff. And Jones doing a good job of following his blockers, and he is brought down inbounds.
He is short of the first.
About the 43-yard line, so the Walker Wildcats will give it up on downs once again.
6:09. I don't know if Saint Amant's going to come out and start chucking it around the yard here. Good crowd tonight. A lot of fans travel over from Saint Amant. I was walking in the stadium tonight. All of a sudden, I heard sirens. I'm like, what are those sirens? I heard them come down the street. I said, someone's speeding again on Burgess? And then it was Saint Amant with a police escort coming in.
1st down and 10. And we have a new quarterback in for the Gators. That'll be number 14, and he's not listed on our roster. And so that's going to be Babin. C. Babin, even though he's not listed on our roster, his name is Babin. Came in with 22 attempts, 11 completions, and 3 interceptions, 121 yards, 1 touchdown. high snap for Babin, and he is going to be sacked. Coming in, and it's Evan King with the sack.
That was a dream sack there. Came right around the end, and there's the quarterback just standing there. That was a good job of Babin to hold on to the ball because he didn't see King.
3rd down and 7 now. Babin calls for the snap. Here's the snap. Looks downfield, and the pocket collapses once again. Coming up and making the sack. Host of Wildcats back there. Melquar in for the sack.
The best part of that is that the clock keeps running. You know, you just want to get out of here without anybody getting hurt.
Jaro will do the punting duties, stands at his own 21-yard line. Kedrick Brown makes sure he gets the punt off, and he does.
Nobody back.
And it does not take a good bounce for the Gators, and it will be brought down at the 35-yard line where the Wildcats will take over 1st down and 10.
See if Walker can run this clock out. 4:19, probably 2 first downs, and should be good.
Yeah. Of course, this will be our last game broadcast should the Wildcats make the playoffs and go on the road and win a game, and then, of course, not have to go play one of the 4 seeds, with a bye. Of course, if you have a bye, you're guaranteed to have a home playoff game, I'm assuming. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Yes.
They will have a – so even if you go on the road and win and you're one of the lower seeds, you still would have to travel to one of the top 4. So hopefully the Wildcats get a seed to where should they go on the win and go on the road and win, then they would have the next game would be a home game for them. We'll have to see how things play out as the season plays off. Elfage on the carry here, and he reverses his field and stays in bounds, and the clock continues to roll at 4:07 to play.
And you got the two of the top 4 seeds. You're going to be making a hike. You got Ruston and Neville, and there's no easy way to get to either place. No interstate involved getting Ruston and Neville.
You got Zachary, number 1, power ranking, number 2, Ruston, number 3, Neville, and number 4, Southside, a team out of Lafayette, Louisiana, new school out of Lafayette. 2nd down and 12 now. New Wildcat running onto the field will be Kevin Payne, number 61. And now we have another timeout by the Wildcats. And this is not trying to run things up. It's just trying to get some other young guys in there, make sure they're on the same page.
Yeah. I don't know if it was bad communication on the sidelines, but they went up to the line of scrimmage. Looked like they were missing a right guard.
All right, we'll take a break. You're watching Wildcat football on WBRZ.
My dream was always to help other people, but when I tried to start my own business, I quickly realized I was in over my head. That's when I called Alina Levine. She helped me navigate the complicated business of starting a business. But the help didn't stop there. Her friendly team of accounting experts handle all of the things that I never thought of when I started this journey, because I started my business to be a counselor, not an accountant. Thanks to Alina, now I'm able to focus on doing what I love, helping other people.
This game is brought to you by Wildcat Productions. You're watching Walker High School football.
There are the guys and girls back at the digital media studio right here at Walker High School. They have their backs there at the studio. We actually have a real studio on campus, that's right. And guys and girls having a good time. There's a switcher board, and a lot of those guys and girls, they switch around. Some of them on replay, some of them on commercials, some on the switcher, and kind of experience and learning the craft of being in the digital media world.
Maybe we can go do their job one game, and I don't know if we may not be on the air. It might not be a good idea.
I'm just going to leave it at that, Dan. 4th down and 14 now. We have a new punter in for the Wildcats, and back deep will be Swanson. Lane Swanson will be at his own 37-yard line. No play clock here, and we have a delay of game against the Wildcats. The punter will be Niall Allen.
And Coach Mahaffey's on the sideline saying, well, why didn't you snap it? So we want to run the clock down, but not to 0. The game clock does not start again after that penalty. Although he started it, not supposed to. It's a delay game penalty, but he started. If that's the case, then don't punt the ball.
Here is the snap. High snap. Allen gets it down and punts it. It will land at the 50-yard line, takes a Wildcat bounce, and we have a flag thrown at the 43-yard line. And Wildcats hover over the ball, and they will down it right there with 1:31 to play in this contest.
Did someone really throw a flag?
Yes, sir.
35-7 with a minute and a half left.
There's a flag at the 43-yard line.
I'm hoping that fell out of his pocket. I'm just hoping. There's no need.
Of course, Dan, how many years were you a white hat official for the LHSAA?
I was a white hat for 7 years, but I was a ref total for 12 years.
We have a holding call against the Gators.
And it's just a common sense. Look, if it's a safety thing, a face mask or something just brutal, you call it. But everything else is a minute and a half left. There's nothing to gain by that. There's no advantage. Just let it go.
1:31 that remains in this contest. Gators will take over 1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Still throwing the ball.
Babin on the pass. And it's going to be complete on the far side of the field. Enough for a Gator 1st down. Babin looks to throw again. This one's going to be complete. Number 19, Tyree Williams on the reception. He'll be brought down right at the 50-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Gators. Less than a minute now to play.
Saint Amant obviously wants to punch one in here.
Gators playing quickly now. Babin looks to throw, and he ducks down, and he was going to be brought down. Big sack this time by Chandler Bell.
I had heard in the past, now I don't know if there's truth to it, that the University of Florida tried to sue Saint Amant for their logo. Or they're something to do with Gators, and I don't know what it was exactly, but I was told it was true, but I don't know if that's the case or not.
12 seconds remain in this contest, and we're down less than 10 seconds. The Gators will walk to their sideline. The Wildcats will line up at the 50-yard line. 3, 2, 1, and that is going to be it. The final score here, the Wildcats win this one 35-7. So congratulations to Walker High School on their victory with the win. The Wildcats improved to 6-3, 2-2 in district with a loss. Then Saint Amant drops to 3-6, 0-4 in district. And next week the Wildcats will play Denham Springs. Location to be determined. And next week Saint Amant Gators will play Live Oak, and that will be at Saint Amant High School.
And that just about locks up the playoff bid. So Walker will definitely be in the playoffs. I don't think it matters what happens next week because Denham has a higher rating, and I don't think they can play themselves out of the playoffs. So I think they're definitely in.
Right now, Walker is a number 22 seed. Of course, with the win, they should move up at least a couple of spots, maybe.
No, we don't know because Saint Amant was low, so we don't know. We don't know if they're going to move up or not.
Well, we hope to move up a little bit, and nonetheless, I would like to thank each and every one of you for watching. I'd like to thank the guys and girls back at the digital media class. Chris Ledoux along with Dan Murphy here. We thank each and every one of you for watching our contest tonight. And, of course, this game brought to you by the Walker High School Digital Media Class. All the guys and girls back in the studio, and they're bringing you all this stuff. So when you watch this game, you've got to remember this is high school kids bringing you all this action. They're on the cameras, the audio and the video and the switcher and the control room back at the studio, bringing you all this action. They're learning all the trade and doing a great job of bringing you to action each and every week and getting better each and every week.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, unfortunately, it's our last home, and there's our fearless
Michael
leader
Hillman,
there.
the teacher of the class. There he is, and doing a great job. And there you see some of the students actually doing the work. Michael just makes sure everything's on the right course.
That's Logan.
Logan, okay. Logan doing the work, the work in the switcher board there. There you go. Thank you for waving to us, Mr. Logan. Good job there. You see the Walker High School football players enjoying this victory here tonight. So congratulations to the Wildcats. Congratulations to Coach Mahaffey and his coaching staff, and of course Mr. St. Pierre, the principal here at Walker High School, leading the ship here and all the sports that are happening here. So we're so happy to be on WBRZ Channel 2 and of course Cox Channel 11 if you're watching anywhere around the world on Walker High School's YouTube page as well. So we want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in, and we're going to wrap things up here. Your final score: the Wildcats win this game 35-7 for Dan Murphy. I'm Chris Ledoux. Thank you for watching Wildcat football on WBRZ.
Flooding is a major concern for citizens in the city of Walker. In our city, flooding may occur due to rising streams or rain events that our drainage system cannot handle. All residents and business owners in Walker are at some level of flood risk, and flood insurance is available to help reduce the personal financial impact of a flood, whether your building is in a special flood hazard area or not. Just a few inches of flood water can cause tens of thousands of dollars in damage to your home or business, and a small percentage of flood insurance claims come from moderate to low risk areas. While most disasters are covered under a standard homeowner's policy, flooding is not. And remember, there's a 30-day waiting period from the date of purchase before your policy goes into effect. Therefore, now is the best time to buy flood insurance. Flood insurance claims are paid even when federal disaster assistance is not available. The cost of flood policy may vary depending on how much insurance is purchased, what it covers, and the property's flood risk. You can speak to a licensed insurance agent to get more information on coverage. We encourage you to contact the City of Walker Floodplain Administrator if you have any questions or need assistance with your location to reduce your risk of future floodings.
Welcome to Moe's! At Moe's, we've always been inviting, but we have a bigger story to tell. A place that welcomes you to be you. Fresh, high-quality ingredients. We got that. Go ahead, do your thing. Come on, let's get weird. We don't judge. Moe's wants you to come in with your crew and their appetites. Dine in, pick up, or order on the Mo Rewards app. Either way, don't just stroll in, roll all in to Moe's Southwest Grill.
Can you just ask someone?
I don't think they have the cut I need.
Could you please cut a 2-inch ribeye for him?
Absolutely, we're here for you.
Just ask. Hey, do y'all make custom sandwich trays? I have a baby shower I need to go to.
Absolutely, we're here for you.
I guess I could just ask.
Hey, do you have gluten-free flour?
Yes, ma'am, we do. We're here for you.
At Carter's, we're here for you, because not everyone's needs can be found right off the shelf. All you have to do is ask.
Life's hard. You want to get it right, we want to help. Maybe you feel like Christians are more known for what they're against.
But we want you to know that God is for you, and we are for you.
No matter who you are,
or where you are on life's journey, we have a place for you.
we'd love for you to come and check it out.
Are you tired of local car commercials and their corny one-liners? Well, let's see how many we can fit into 30 seconds. We're exploding with deals. We're taking high prices and kicking them to the curb. And there's a reason we've been the #1 Chevrolet dealer in Baton Rouge for the last 34 years. Because we have a huge selection of vehicles in flashing text, including the Equinox, the Traverse, the Malibu, and much more. So come and see us today or visit online and let us find the vehicle that's perfect for you.
FMM is a full-service, turnkey maintenance and construction company that provides unsurpassed quality and customer service to our commercial and residential clients. We offer in-house HVAC, electrical, plumbing, and roofing services, as well as a number of everyday handyman repairs. At Facilities Maintenance Management, we want to be your single vendor solution.